Welcome, I'm Larry Gonzalez, and this is Ask the Expert. I'm here with Robert Tavelli from NCCS Incorporated. Welcome, Robert.
Thank you for having me today.
Our pleasure. How do you recommend businesses deal with collecting their debt?
Well, the first thing I recommend is that, to my clients, is that they have a good credit application. Having a good credit application, information is the biggest tool you have. Your terms need to be very clear on when the debt is expected to be paid. The other thing I would recommend is have dignity and respect for the person you're trying to collect from, because there are always circumstances. I think most people want to pay their debts.
Right.
So understanding and appreciating that while you're in the process of collecting their debt, at the same time, you really want to impress upon them that while you respect their situation, it's important that they work with you to help you resolve the account. One of the ways that I would always recommend that you ask somebody to pay their debt is always deal with the full amount of the debt. If somebody owes you $3,000, don't talk to them about payment plans. Resolve the entire account. So if I was going to say to you, Larry, you know, you owe me $3,000, you've owed it for some time, I'd like to be able to work this out. Is there any way that you can pay me in full today so that we can get this matter cleared up? There's a respectful way.
Right.
Here, you know, so a common response might be, well, gee, Robert, I just don't have all that money. Rather than going into, can you make payments, I would recommend that the creditor say, well, how much are you short? So now I'm dealing with the entire balance, and so are you. You're still focused on the amount of the debt you owe, and I'm still going to work with you on resolving the entire debt. So, for example, if I said, how much are you short? And you said, well, I have $1,000. As opposed to, can you make payments? The number that pops in your mind might be $100 or $50, and it's going to take a lot longer to collect that debt if you take that approach. And again, the other approach is much more fair. You're trying to resolve the debt with the customer that owes you the money.
That makes sense. When should businesses refer accounts to a collection agency?
Well, the answer to that actually varies based on the industry you're serving. For example, if you're in construction, you know, the terms might be net 10, they might be net 30. If you're dealing with consumers, you might have net 30. But really, the answer to when, you really want to look at your industry standards and then follow those industry standards, but know when you're not getting the cooperation and communication. Listen to your gut and act on what your gut's telling you to do. A lot of times people procrastinate, or they think, gee, if I let it slide one more month, maybe they'll pay it. That's one of the biggest mistakes you'll make, and actually you'll be putting yourself, the next creditor, behind.
That's great information. Robert, thank you so much. Where can we find you?
Well, you can find me at www.nccs-inc.com.